Okay, let's resume. Factorizing quadratic expressions. So I have in this example another idea. It's a 4x squared plus 12x plus 9. So of course there is a lot to say in this example. Okay, so I will make my table, and have x, and I have either 4x and 1 or 2 times 2. So that is something to think about. And I have a 9 here, that is a 9, so I have 9 times 1 or 3 times 3. And I have, let's say 4x, 4 times 1 or 2 times 2. So I have a lot of combinations here. So what will I choose here in such a complicated problem? Okay, here what we will simply and easily do. Okay, I will just choose 2 combinations. Okay, I need first 12x. Okay, I have let's say 4 here and 1 there would give me like let's say we'll start this. So 4x, that's 4, 3 times 3, that's 9, 4 plus 9 gives us 13, so that's wrong. So this option and this option are totally wrong. So I have a 2 here, I can put a 2 here, and I can put a 2 here. So I can check this term, and of course the multiplication of 3 times 3 gives us 9. So I have either 2 negatives or 2 positives. So I will check again. I say check. So 9. So this negative 3 times 2x, that gives us negative 6x, minus negative 12x gives us negative 12x. That because negative 6x minus 6x, so gives us negative 12x. So I need 12x, but I need a positive, so I will cancel the negative option and choose the positive. So I have something like that. So careful, look at this again. I have 2x plus 3 and 2x plus 3. That can be something like that, 2x plus 3 all squared. So I actually did this way in purpose. So this is actually just, let's say, a stupid and long way to deal with a bracket power of 2 problem. So how will I know that this expansion is for a bracket power of 2? So check this out. Okay, you just check that this term is just power of 2, and this term is just something power of 2, so that is 2x, okay, plus 2 plus 3, sorry, it was okay. So you tell me I can choose this alternative. Okay, so the middle term, of course, helps you to identify that this is an expansion of a power of 2. Why this? Okay, if you just took the square root of this number, just 2x, and square root of that number, that's 3. So to check the middle term, you have just to multiply 2 times 3 times 2. That gives us 12. So this is an expansion of a power of a bracket power of 2. Okay, I know that is actually complicated at first, but of course after that you will master everything. So let's check the second example on the factorization of bracket power of 2. Okay, I have 9x squared minus 6x plus 1. Okay, as I see this problem, just let's factorize it the simple way. Okay, I will look for a common factor. I can't find a common factor here. Then I will check if it is a difference between 2 squared. Okay, there's 3 terms, no 2 terms. So this is not a difference between 2 squares. So I will of course check if this is an expansion of a power 2 bracket. Then I will use the table way if the expansion of the of a bracket power of 2 didn't work. So I will check now. Careful with what will I do. Okay, I have this 9x squared minus 6x plus 1. Okay, I will check the 2 terms and find their square root. That would be 6x, and that is a plus 1. So I will now multiply the 3 times 2, or the 1 times 3 times 2. That gives me 6. But this is a positive 6, not a negative 6. I want a negative 6. So I recognize that this is a power of 2 bracket, but I am not sticking with the plus times plus. It can be a minus times minus. So let's check this out. So I have a 3. This is wrong. So 6 minus 1 all squared. So if I multiplied 2 times 3, that is negative 6, a positive 6. Okay, times negative 1, that gives me negative 6. As simple as that. Okay, those 2 examples are simply the final 2 examples I will explain in the factorization. Okay, here I will simply just sum up what I did in the last videos about factorization. So take care of what I will do. Okay, I have here some quadratic expression. So I will list my steps like that. First, I will try to take a common factor. Take a common factor. So here I don't I couldn't find a number or a letter, I can take a common factor. So the common factor can't be used here. After that, I will check for grouping way. As I said before, the grouping way might not be your perfect way of factorizing, so grouping absolutely fails you in this case. Then check for difference of two squares. Okay, is this a difference between two squares? No, there are three terms, not two, and it absolutely fails. So now we will check for a bracket power of 2. Okay, how will I do this? Okay, I will check now. Okay, I have x and 8. So I will think of the square root of the x squared, it's x, and the square root of negative 8, or let's say 8. 8, you can't find the square root for 8. So the bracket power of 2 way fails. So it's, of course, the last way is 2 brackets times each other. So this is it. It is the final step of our steps table. Okay, now I will factorize it. I will draw my beautiful table, x and x. I have x squared here and negative 8. So negative 8, I have 8 times 1 and 2 times 4. So I will check again if I have 2 factors. If I added them or subtracted them, they will give me 2. That would be 4 times 2. So I have here 4 and 2. But I didn't settle if it's the minus here or the minus there. So as I notice, the negative sign is here. Okay, so I will put the negative sign next to the 4, and it will be like that, negative 4 x plus 2. So as simple as that. Okay, the other example, I will use the steps. Remember the steps, you can write it in a paper, so you can use it in case you are still practicing, you didn't memorize that. First, check for a common factor. There's absolutely no common factor. Grouping way fails again in this problem. So difference between two squares, no difference between two squares. Is it a bracket power of 2? Let's check this out. I will fetch the square root, so I have 3x and 1. So I will check the middle term by 2 times the first term, 3 times 1. That gives us 6, and it's positive 6, so it's bracket power of 2. But I don't know, will I put the positive or a negative? As we said, if I have a negative here, the number will be squared anyway, so it will give me plus 1 in the two ways. So it might be a negative, and yes, it's a negative as it's the multiplication of 2 times 3 times 1 gives us 6. So if I multiply it like that, put a negative, that gives us negative 6. So yes, it's a bracket power of 2. Thanks for watching. That was the important ideas of factorization. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.